Hello everyone! Today I want to show you how I made this little sketchbook sort of from one large piece of watercolor paper, because I forgot my watercolor paper, and I want to use it for making entries for the World Watercolor Month, and in this just one little kind of piece of paper that is cut into and folded into different kind of like this, so you can really make it even long like this, so you can make all different type of formats. So it could be a landscape and a portrait like this, or super landscape like this, double, and you can use it from both sides. So if you're not planning to cut it and just keep it in frame, for example, each of these pieces, you can even, if you want to keep it like this as a marathon sort of diary, you can even just keep it like this and paint it from both sides, because this is watercolor paper. It should be thick enough, so it's 300 GSM, and I want to show you how to do it. It's very easy. So this is a large piece of paper of A1, and here I'll just show you on A4 a miniature version. So basically you don't need a ruler even, so you just need to fold. You need some kind of table, or you can do it on the floor. So most importantly is to fold it and keep all the corners together, so like this, and make a pinch here, fold together two corners and make a pinch here. This way it's ready for you to just to fold it in the middle. Now do exactly the same on one side. So just hold it here, pinch it. The same way here, and pinch it. Now I'm gonna put it, so you sort of align these two. It's quite easy. Now, because it's quite difficult to fold even more kind of double fold, no, you can just do the same but to the middle. So fold it together, and here you already have these lines in the middle as well, which is can guide you as well. So here again the same, you just align these corners to the corners here. Now the same horizontally to the middle. This is a bit more kind of challenging because it's longer side, but you can do it. Just try to. I wouldn't use the nails, just try to put it with your fingers, so not to scratch the paper, not to leave the marks, because otherwise you can do it as you want, but I usually just use my fingers. This one side. So this way you have 4x4, so 16 rectangular kind of pieces, and of course you can also use the square or other rectangular kind of shape, but usually it's this kind of proportions, because if you're using the normal kind of sheet of paper, it will be more or less like this. So now I would just start from here, so from the first line, so you should just like cut it first 3 rectangulars to the side and 2 down. So basically you need to do it like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like this kind of swirl shape. It was something that my father taught me in my childhood, and that's what I do sometimes. So I would cut it on this side. You can also cut from other side as well, but I usually just start from this side. And now I'm using the, you can of course use the scissors, it will be much easier. I'm using this knife because I don't have scissors right now, and I'm quite confident with the knife as well. So just, it's not exactly straight because I don't see, I'm just trying to, there is a shadow from the knife, but it's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a handmade kind of thing. It has its own charm. Like this, you can see it like already, this kind of shape. And now it's just 1, 2, very little. So you should always leave one rectangle on the side. So 1 down. So you see that I cut it and I left one rectangle on the side, and now it will be just still here. So if you're not so experienced with the knife, be careful. If you're a child, please ask the adults to do it for you. And now what I'm doing is just I fold it all the time. Not inside like this, but it should be always accessible from both sides. So you can go like this. Now this one should go outward. This goes inside. So this kind of side, the side with pages, it should always be outside. So shouldn't go inside like this, unless I don't know. Maybe the last page can go like that, but all the rest, I would keep them outside and keep it like a little accordion. So you can see it's quite easy. So, like this. Ta-da! This is my tiny sketchbook. You can make a little story with this. You can also write some words, so you can make a line, and it will be very cool stuff. So that's the mini version of this large one. So to make it flat like this, what I did, because it will do this kind of effect, because it's quite thick, the paper. This one it's 200 GSM, I think. So I use this any kind of metal. So this is the, just to remove the staples, but I also use this side because it's very soft. You can also use the handle of the scissors as well, because it's soft and it will not make any mark. So I just use it like this, because I'm applying some pressure, that's why it moves around. Now look at this, it's much more stable. So if you do it from both sides, it will not open too much like before, and it will keep the shape of a little book. So you can see now it's much more manageable. So if I put it, it stays like that. You can still make a bit of pressure again, but I think this way it's much better. And you can put elastic band, or you can just keep it as it is. It's really cool. So I hope you liked it, and please use it, share it, and you can number it as well. So I'm going to number each of these pages and call it. Maybe I can even put a name of what am I doing here, if it's some specific topic. or it's some kind of marathon, watercolor marathon, for example, like World Watercolor Month. So so you can use this kind of little book for any different purposes. Okay, bye bye. Good luck.